What if the very thing you considered as your safe haven turned into your worst nightmare? Begin envisioning this, a protagonist, mundane, living an everyday life in an unpredictable universe, specifically nestled in a sleepy town exhibiting an air of tranquility and peace. This sleepy town, with its cobblestone streets, antiquated buildings, and the friendly neighborhood, is a place one could only dream of. The perfect place to escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. At first glance, everything seems normal, every day as uneventful as the last. The protagonist, a seemingly ordinary person, starts their day with a morning routine as simple and as comforting as pouring a cup of coffee. The rich aroma, the warmth spreading through the hands, the taste, a perfect blend of bitter and sweet, serves as a reminder that another ordinary day has begun. Then the day unfolds. The protagonist goes about the day, accomplishing tasks with practiced ease, their every move as familiar as the back of their hand. There's a rhythm to their life, one that's deeply ingrained, like the ticking of a clock. Be it the friendly exchange with the neighbor over the fence or the lunch in the park while observing children play, every event, no matter how minuscule, falls into place like pieces of a jigsaw. The sun starts to lower its gaze. The protagonist embarks on the evening walk, a tradition held dear. The sound of crunching leaves underfoot, the sight of the setting sun coloring the sky in hues of orange and pink, the evening breeze carrying whispers of the day's end. It's a moment to reflect, a moment to live in the quiet. Yet there's an uncanny detail, a chilling ripple in the seemingly serene pond of their existence. Something always seems a bit off, like a thread pulled out of a seamless tapestry. It's not something one can put a finger on directly, a peculiar noise that doesn't quite fit in with the harmonious symphony of the town, an odd shadow that lurks around, not quite belonging to anyone or anything, a feeling, a sense of being watched, of being followed, always present at the back of the protagonist's mind. This slight unease, this subtle discomfort, is easily dismissed. After all, humans have a tendency to ignore what doesn't fit their narrative, to overlook what disrupts their peace. The protagonist, too, brushes it off, attributing it to an overactive imagination, to the quiet that allows one's mind to wander. However, these signs, these small anomalies, slowly begin to build up. Like the formation of a storm, they start worming their way into the protagonist's life. It's the type of fear that's subtle, a slow realization, like the feeling of being plunged into cold water, the shock taking a moment to register. These are not mere coincidences or figments of imagination, they're real, tangible, a threat to the peaceful existence of the protagonist. Behind the normalcy, behind the facade of a tranquil life, the shadows lengthen, the noise grows louder, the feeling of being watched intensifies. The protagonist can feel it, a change, a shift in the atmosphere, an impending doom lurking around. It's a fear that's creeping, crawling, growing stronger with each passing day. But, little did they know, their life was about to take a grim turn. The fear, the unease, the chilling apprehension, is a clear indication that their seemingly ordinary life, their safe haven, is about to transform into a living nightmare. Every corner, every familiar face, every sound, every shadow is cloaked with an air of mystery and terror. Their life, as they knew it, is about to morph into a tale of fear and suspense, altering the course of their existence forever. The house that once echoed with laughter and joy now resonated with an ominous silence. What was once a sanctuary had turned into a playground for the unseen. The protagonist, once oblivious, could now sense the lurking dread. The walls whispered in the dead of night, the objects danced to a chilling tune, and the corners of the rooms bore a cold that bit through the soul. Each day the protagonist found himself in a chilling game of hide-and-seek with the unseen. Mirrors reflected shadows that weren't there, doors creaked open when no one was near, and laughter echoed in the empty halls. The house was alive, but with a life that was far from ordinary. The protagonist wandered the corridors, the chill seeping into his bones. He was a stranger in his own house, a puppet in the hands of an unseen puppeteer. The once familiar, comforting walls of their home were now a labyrinth of dread and terror. As the terror unfolded, a chilling truth revealed itself. Suddenly, the mundane comfort of the protagonist's home was shattered. The inexplicable incidents, the eerie sensations, all pointed to a horrifying reality. Their home was now the domain of a vengeful spirit. This spectral entity, driven by an insatiable rage, had transformed their sanctuary into a theater of the macabre. In the end, the safe haven turned into a house of horrors, a chilling reminder that terror can lurk in the most familiar of places.